don't know how life first appeared. We have two pieces of observational evidence on the probability of life appearing. The first is that we have fossils about from 3.5 billion years ago. The Earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago, and was probably too hot for about the first half-billion years. So life appeared on Earth within half a billion years of it being possible, which is short compared to the 10 billion year lifetime of the planet of Earth type. This suggests that the probability of life appearing is reasonably high. If it was very low, one would have expected it to take most of the 10 billion years available.
See, just give me enough 700K starts, 700Ks on 23, and I will max. Like, I can do it. I can do it. Right? Anyway. I can totally do it. You just got to give me enough of those. Greetings, citizens of Das. It is your old pal and your cold pal, Van Dweller, back with more Das Masters for January 2026. And we've got a match for you right now, and it's going to be somebody against another person. Who is it? Oh, yeah. Torzsa, seed number 8, versus Scotto, seed number 9. One of these players will make it into the top 8. Torzsa with a great qualifier. And Scotto surviving a scare there from Doodle. And we are now doing a top 16 match. Winner goes to the top 8. And just by way of interest, yeah, we had 2 players with 1.2 million qualifiers. And a third, it was like right behind. So Das is getting kind of scary, actually. When are we going to have a 1.3 qualifier? It's going to happen. It will happen. If we live long enough and play long enough to see it. Okay, let's take a look at our rules. Not going to do the whole thing, but this is a best of 5, level 18 starts. SPS. Those piece sets will be re-rolled in between each game. Players, please make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on. Remember to heed the spirit of Das. This is a Das tournament. The press and hold play style. You can quick tap at the end of a Das movement, and taps in the middle of the board are pretty much unpoliced. But, you know, you should be playing Das. Okay. You should not pause. You should just keep playing if you experience tech issues, and the winner gets absolutely something. To share in a prize pool, it stands right now $148.45. Looking to get to $1,000 so that we can pay our top 8. If we can pay our top 8, that would be a very nice thing instead of paying the top 4. Isn't that nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have like a 1 in 4 shot of getting a prize? You know, if you get into this tournament, that feels nice. I want people to have that feeling, don't you? I do. So if you do want to help the players out, use that Matcherino command where we're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That will bring up some links, the one that says DAS or DM. That is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is a button that says where you log in. That's where you log in. Use your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account to log in. And once you're in, look at the right side of the screen. It says contribute. Click on that to contribute. Thanks everybody who supported the stream, supported the prize pool so far. All goes to the players. And yeah, we like to support the players and have them come back. Okay, if you want to support the channel, you can also do that. Go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support if you want to. Use the support command. You can find other ways to support us as well. Scott Gray, Jin, the Window, K9, Tacky, Madelsberger, Mr. Brain, Nate, Corporal Shelby, Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Cat Kit, Javati, Jason, Sunny. Thank you for your support and everybody else on the slide. And a few people not on the slide. I'll get the slide updated. Oh my God, I'll get it. I will. Okay. Let's go ahead and flop on over to our player scene. We'll get everybody refreshed and sorted out. This is, let's see, that can lock. This one, what is this? 8, seed number 8, and seed number 9. All right, we got Torzsa, Tiny Torzsa. This is Tiny Torzsa right there. There you go, Tiny Torzsa. God bless us, everyone. What is this one? Why is this unlocked? Here it is. Okay, now oh my God, there's so many unlocked cameras on here. It makes it hard to operate. There's that. Okay. So we'll get, oh, that's another one. Are you serious, man? There it is. All right, finally. Yikersons. We'll flop this guy over. I swear we used to have that couch. And camera over here for tiny Torzsa. And I don't quite know where he's going to sit, but guess we'll figure it out. It's going to be a big Torzsa. What did I miss? You missed the usual lack of anything meaningful being said. And then what is this stencil? Guys, I mean, look at, here's just raw thing. No stencil applied at all, right? Raw. Oh, wrong stencil. So there it is. Stencil 101. We get a chance to do a stencil stream for you. So what you want to do, that first row of blocks at the top, make it just so a little bit of that highlight is showing, right? Like a little bit. There you go. And then you got 2 rows of blocks on the bottom. Make it so that highlight is just barely showing. All right, there it is. And then you stretch it to the top and bottom. And then let me see if I can guess. Let's see. Does that look about perfect? No, it's going to be a little bit more. I think it's going to be that. I think it's going to look like this. This is my, see how close I am. That's pretty close. Yeah, I was like 3 pixels off from the left and right, but top and right, perfect. Almost perfect. I mean, I guess it could have been like half a pixel off, but how am I going to do that? All right, that's much better. Okay, let me find where Torzsa's giant head is going to be. Classic Stencil Monthly, indeed. Let's see. Torzsa's head is going to be right there. I guess we'll just put your head up there. Does that spinning circle have to be there or no? I guess I can crop it out. I'll crop it out. I'm not really looking for memes and images on there, so. Let's see. We'll just black it out. We're doing our best, guys. We could put it on Scotto's body. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and give you all some pieces. Here are the pieces. Yeah, we could just put it right on Scotto's body. What do you think of that? Be like Scotto versus Scotto. There you go. Look at that, guys. That looks normal. That looks regular. That is regular. That's normal. That looks normal. We had an AI Torzsa already. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I don't want to distract the players. All right. Well, we'll just put Torzsa's head right here and accept the fact that we'll never have. I mean, ironically, for someone named Torzsa, we don't have a torso, right? I mean, wouldn't, if anybody had a torso, wouldn't it be Torzsa? Alas. All right, Torzsa, it is time. So please finish up. We get a pin, no pinners. That's it. I'm gonna define the core moderators. I'm putting all the accessory moderators on a wheel, and we're gonna remove one. We're gonna spin the wheel of mods and remove one every time a seed is not pinned. You don't have pinned seats, but we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Whatever. They're gonna lose their health insurance. All right, as soon as you get it ready from both players, we will do things. All right, looks like we do have it ready for both players, so let us go ahead and check the seeds, make sure they are good. It's not showing my seed checker, and I don't know why. Why is my seed checker not working? Where did my seed checker go? My seed checker is totally gone. Where the heck? Did I delete it? What the heck? Oh, wait, there it is. CB504C. Okay. Looks like both players are ready. Let's get them started. Game number 1 of this top 16 match between Torzsa and Scotto. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yes, Scotto, if you are currently playing, you have no obligation to pin a seed. That is correct. Although you could save your fellow mods by pinning a seed, but you will not be included. On the left side of your screen, it is Torzsa from Thailand with a PB of 1.19 million. That's with Das. Torzsa qualified into this tournament with a 1.049 million. That was the average of his best 2 Das games played in 1 hour. That PB of his at 1.19 coming into the month was 86th. On the list. Now, I don't know if that is up to date, but that is the information that I have. Very close to a 1.2. Torzsa's got matches going all the way back to March of 2020. First match ever was against Sharky. His first match in CTM was in Community Tier 2 against Golden Nickel. He's played a bunch in Das Masters over the last several months. He's almost completely out of Tetris in 2024. Just had one match in 2024, which was in the Das World Circuit here in CTM in the lower tiers. 144 for Torzsa, 122 for Scotto Bozo. Looks like Torzsa also played in the Singapore Regional in 2021. In CT Asia, which was an online tournament in 2020. And played a bunch in Classic Tetris League. And Gauntlet. 192 for Torzsa, 191 for Scotto. On the right side of the screen, it is Scotto Bozo. Scotto was the winner of Stupid Tetris Monthly, the annual championship in 2021. Qualified in seed number 9. this month and defeated Doodle in round 2 to make it here to the top 16. 245 for Torzsa, 224 Scotto. Scotto going to get a Tetris. Scotto is a 4-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Also played in the Silver Bracket in 23 and 24, and won the Silver Bracket in 2023. Also played in Mega Dasters in 25. Also seen him at CTWC Portland. He was 4th in the Hard Drop Open number 11. That was in 2019. It was a multi-game Tetris tournament. He was in that, apparently. And he is a speedrunner with, several world records in the Ratchet and Clank series of games. You can find his full results over on speedrun.com. Just look up Scotto Bozo. You'll find it. Scotto's best finish in Das Masters. He's been in the top 8 3 times. October 24, June of 25, February of 25. Torzsa's best finish was in the round of 16. So if he wins this, he will have his first top 8. And by the way, who knocked him out in the first time he made it into the top 16? It was Scotto Bozo. He also made it in August of 25 and went out against Nenu. 482 for Torzsa, 522 for Scotto. Vandy, would you broadcast in North Korea if you could? No, I would not do that. N-Dog has made a challenge to you, the monthly Tetris community watching live. It says if we get the prize pool up to $200. So right now it's at $148. If we get it up to $200, that means another $52. N-Dog will gift 5 subs on Twitch and 5 memberships on YouTube. So 10 subscribers across the 2 platforms. So $52 is what it'll take. Let's see if we can get there. $598 for Scotto into 19. $600 for Torzsa into 19. So big transition paces from both of our players. Thank you, N-Dog, for making that challenge. Seems like a chip in, guys. Seems like we could do this. 10 people do $5.20. $10 people do $2.60. Seems easy. Seems like we could totally do this and be supporting the prize pool and the channel. Seems like a good deal. 684 for Scotto, 645 for Torzsa. What's going on, Vizamp? How are you? $688 for Torzsa, $783 for Scotto. Torzsa in a bit of a dig. That left side might be unfixable with Das. That's a top out for Torzsa, and Scotto is good. Madelsberger with the 51.54. What a memer. Is going to get us into 199.99. So we need one more penny to unlock the incentive. Yeah, Scotto, go ahead and mullin this out. It's a good score. There's a nice dirty for Scotto. He's got the max. Still something very exciting about a comp max with DAS. I know we see maxes all the time now. We see rollovers, we see this and that, but it's really hard to max out in comp with DAS. And Scotto was trying to set up for one more for the fans, but that is not going to happen. So Scotto, what if the money was really good? Absolutely not, Vizamp. No way. Not a chance. Oh, Scotto's camera. Scotto, is your camera moving? Might be moving. Yeah, one, you put yourself at a great amount of personal risk to go to an authoritarian country, especially one with hostilities toward the country that I'm from. So that's number one, just the personal risk to myself. And two, I want to live in a world that is free, and freedom is valued to me, so I don't want to offer any kind of support to an entity that I think is undermining freedom in the world. I don't want to give them any legitimacy that my presence, whatever small amount of legitimacy or approval that would represent, I can't do it. So, not a chance. All right, so let me go ahead and adjust the camera here. All right, we're good. We're making it happen. Okay. I think I put pieces in chat. My camera is on your brother's bed. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right. 035629, 035629. No worries, man. If it falls, just leave it. Don't worry about it. Just keep playing, okay? If you have any issues with it, just keep playing. Don't worry about it, okay? Literally pay it no mind. Just keep playing. Okay, 035629. Good. Game number 2. Scotto up 1 game to none in 3-2-1 Tetris. You think politics and stuff should stay out of chat? Yeah. I'm not gonna touch that issue right now. N-Dog is gifted 5 fan level memberships to viewers. That's a very contentious, complex issue, whereas the issue that I commented on is not complex. It's very, very simple. N-Dog gifted 5 memberships over to Twitch and to YouTube, and thank you. Who was the one who chipped it in at the end? Who was the one that chipped it in at the end? Let me see. It was Colin. Thank you so much, Colin, and thank you, Madelsberger. Madelsberger said, I can't do all the work. What means the hertz? the hertz is the speed of whatever the last time that they tapped a piece, as opposed to dassing it. So it means like, you know, having tapped a piece, and whenever that was, what was it? That doesn't mean, you know, Scotto is tapping every piece at 8.5 hertz, which is, you know, taps per second. It just means the last time that he tapped a piece was that. If you don't see it change, then he hasn't tapped a piece in a while. And that's just a way that we can see that players are actually playing DAS. Another way is just to look at the controller input display. We have the left and right and the B and A buttons. Is there a limit? I mean, technically, you mean, is there a limit as far as the rules go, or as far as the technical capabilities? Like 30 hertz is how fast someone could tap and have it be meaningful in this game, because it's a 60 hertz game, but it only pulls like every other frame for an input. So as far as if someone wanted to technically tap, 30 hertz would be as fast as it goes. As far as the rules go, hyper tapping is not allowed, generally speaking. Players should be playing the press and hold play style. On the other hand, occasionally emergency tapping or slow tapping or something like that is part of the DAS play style. And we don't really police it in the middle of the board, but the extreme movements left and right, those should be DAS movements, and we do allow a quick tap at the end of a single quick tap at the end of a DAS movement. I listened to Good Vibrations with Marky Mark today. Tell me you don't remember. Yeah, we don't really police the middle of the board as far as occasional taps, but if someone were slow tapping the whole way through, but then again, slow tapping for a couple pieces in a row is part of the DAS play style. Like literally every DAS player in history has lost DAS, maybe even a couple pieces in a row, and needs to tap until they can regain it. Like that is the thing that happens. So $392 for Torzsa, $391 for Scotto. Yeah, I do remember Good Vibrations with Marky Mark, and it was particularly big where I was from because I was from the Boston area, like in Massachusetts, and they have ties there, so it was a big deal. My best friend was into that stuff a lot. I wasn't as much into that music when I was a kid. A little bit. 422 for Torzsa, 463 for Scotto. I love this song on the soundtrack. I'm gonna have to, maybe one day I'll rank all the flex style songs on the playlist. I'll do a tier ranking. Tetris, Torzsa, 521, 560 for Scotto, into 19. Wow, Ndog has said if we get to $300 in the prize pool, there'll be 5 more YouTube and Twitch subs. So it's a great opportunity to support the players and the channel, both. So if y'all can get there, that would be great. I don't like to harp too much on it, but on the other hand, someone is kind enough to make that challenge, and it does help everybody involved. So, but yeah, so I know. Oh no, Torzsa. So really needs to get a long bar down that right side. Long bar is not going to get over. That's going to be a top out for Torzsa. Scotto goes up 2 games to none. Torzsa says, I don't know what I'm doing. (20 EDFE) players when you're ready. If you need a moment, you can take a moment. It's totally fine. You are playing Tetris, says Scotto. Good job, Scots. Scotto Bazoo. In my mind, I say Scotto Bazoo when I see your alt. Even though it's Scotto Bozo. Blue Scotto. Both players ready. Game number 3. Torzsa needs to win to stay in. Scotto looking to win it right now. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Psycho the Unsane says, I still want to get the golden Tetris. A DAS player getting a Tetris on level 29. It is marvelous. I've done it. It feels great. You feel invincible. You feel like, oh my God, I'm good at the game. Yo, why is there so much hype around the David bar? Why is there hype around it? Is it just viral for no reason? Like, people are buying it for the same reason people are saying 6-7. Like, this is a protein bar. Why is everybody just David bars everywhere I go? Oh, Scotto with kind of the pullback there, but he has got room. He's got a good wide, little too wide well over the top, so he can afford a little pullback, but now he's blocked. Oh, he needs the bar. And he gets the bar over. A little extra tap over on the left side to help out. What, the David bar? It's like a protein bar that's in a gold wrapper, and it just says David on the outside. Like, why is that? Like, it's everywhere. Like, somehow it's gone viral, or they're doing some sort of influencer campaign or something, and it's just everywhere. And I tried it just because, like, I don't know, whatever. I'm part of the world, and I want to know what people are talking about, I guess. And it's just a protein bar. There's nothing special about it. It's fine, but you know. Wow, Scotto with these tucks there stayed clean. Thought he was certainly going to have to create some holes, but good RNG. 251 for Scotto, 351 for Torzsa. 100,000 point lead. You know, it's like, you know how all that 6-7 stuff, right? So people are just saying it because it's a thing to say. And obviously everybody knows it's meaningless and there's no implications and it means nothing. But then you realize, like, that same psychology is being used in issues where it does matter what people do, say, and think. Like, that's when I start to get worried. $294 for Scotto, $445 for Torzsa. This is a good pace, Torzsa. You don't know what a David bar is? Gotta pay the Rizzler the Phantom tax. I gotta admit, I have been saying, like, when Sue's around and she's got like some food, I've been taking food off her plate and telling her you gotta pay the Vandy tax. She doesn't know what the Phantom tax is, so to her it's just, you know, I made it up. She's not like, you know, brain dead online person like I am. $335 for Scotto, $499 for Torzsa. The dad tax exists in your household. All the boys pay it. Scotto into 19,430. He's gonna be able to clean up pretty quickly and get set up. 603 for Torzsa on 19. All right, you love that. LP's trying to get cleaned up. He's open. Yeah, a little. I think a kind of an overshift maybe. All right, he's cleaning. 612 for Torzsa. 486 for Scotto. Zempro said the P word in chat. Oh my God. $568, Scotto, $647, Torzsa. Colin says, take an Oreo cookie off my kid's plate when I could easily just go to the cupboard and get one for myself. It's such a power move. Yeah, these kids need to know that they are utterly powerless to do anything, and anything they get can be taken away from them at any time. Yeah, they need that constant reminder all the time. I think that mindset will serve them well. Complete the cycle. I know, Colin. You probably should be breaking the cycle, not perpetuate. This is how cycles are perpetuated. 679 for Scotto, 778 for Torzsa. So 100,000 point lead Torzsa. I mean, these are both good scores. Tetris for Scotto. I mean, I think the thing, as far as seeing it online, the thing that makes me the angriest is people pulling pranks on their kids. I can't stand that. I hate that. Especially like Christmas pranks. And then they laugh at the kid when they cry. Oh, gets me so mad. Tetris for Scotto, 818. 863 for Torzsa. I mean, nobody in this chat would do that, but man. $887, Scotto on 28. He gets a Tetris. He needs to get one and maybe another. Well, it depends on what Torzsa is going to do. Torzsa is set up. Scotto, I think, Scotto might not be able to get anything over now. And yeah, those two, if he needed two Tetrises, so his setting up for those two, even if he didn't get one, was definitely the right thing to do. Because if he had even, getting the one was not enough. So he needed to get the two. So Scotto did the right thing, knew the situation, played it well, but just couldn't get the piece. So Torzsa are going to take game number 3. So double 900s, level 28s, basically. I know people, and my family was like that too. But there's some ways that kind of thing can be done to kids that I think harms them more than we think, I guess is what I would say. Yeah, Zempro, I agree. Call, maybe I'm all sensitive, but we were definitely a sarcastic, teasing family, that's for sure. All right, looks like we're both on seed. No, Torzsa got the anybody drinking bottled water out of a square bottle, so bougie. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, look at that. Square water bottle, man. Holy moly. You didn't know water can be a square. Water can be any shape. Jungle Cook, did you know that water takes on the shape of the container it's in? Holy moly. Science, guys. All right, Scotto in kind of an early whatever. Oh, he had a potential to set up for a dirty Tetris, but when it's early and you got a mess going on, you don't want to mess with it. Now there's a sensible dirty Tetris. See if you can get it. All right, he's gonna get the dirty. Unfortunately, creates some more mess to clean up, but not too bad. All right, Scotto, Tetris 155, Torzsa 173. Canyon Lark donated to the wrong prize pool. Oh, Canyon Lark. Which one did you donate to? Because I will say, you know, even if, you know, the stupid Tetris monthly one could use the help. If it was that one, then it could definitely use the help. Not gonna lie. But let me see which one it was. Yes, it was. It was the STM one. But honestly, that one needs a lot of help. So thank you so much. You asked for more ice spins. Really appreciate the contribution. Vandy, when will you let us bet? When will I let you bet? I don't set up the points gambling. Like if there's a mod in chat who wants to set up points gambling, they can always do that. But I got too many things to worry about. I'm here for the Tetris. More eye spins in no row. I know. It ended up being a funny message. Yeah, if you want to gamble on points, then you know you should. Like whining helps. If you whine a lot about it before the match starts, somebody will do it. They won't pin the seeds, but they will set up gambling priorities, you know. Tetris for Torzsa 389 408 Scotto. So we're still looking for, but yeah, that was very generous, and it does help out the STM prize pool a lot, actually. If you press me on it, I could find a way to, I think I might be able to refund them. I'm not sure, but. I'm not sure. I think I can do all of them or none of them. Oh no, I can do that. I could do that. If you want me, you don't want me to? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. That prize pool could really use help. I want the STM stuff to grow. I think there's people who are having a lot of fun with these modes. Oh, Scotto, that left side. And yeah, he really needed that bar down that right side. Otherwise, he'd have been in major trouble. All right, thank you, Canyon Lark. Appreciate that. But yeah, I really do want to grow that STM stuff because I think that's the kind of stuff that's going to keep the Tetris community kind of fresh. Like it's just like, you know, listen, everybody loves Masters event, and it comes in, and you know, it's the same, basically same population of players and stuff like that. But with this STM, we bring in like some fresh faces. There's new interest that happens every time we run it. So I don't know. I want that to grow. So supporting that prize pool is a good way to do that. 558 for Scotto, 557 for Torzsa. Torzsa is into 19. Scotto just gets in as well. And it's close. A few thousand points apart. Tetris Torzsa 635, 644 for Scotto. So next month, Crunch. June will be Secret Grade. And then I do want to do a speed run one. And I think it should be 0 to 19 or maybe 0 to... Honestly, I mean, 0 to 29 is kind of maybe not that interesting because once you get to 19 or it's like 29 is just the same speed. So it's kind of like, can you survive? So, but 0 to 19 is interesting. You want a line spin one? Maybe, but there's no easy way to count that. Think of how you would count the score, right? Like you want to unless you want to speed run to the first line spin, like that's too easy. It takes like 5 seconds. 760 for Scotto, 781 for Torzsa, and it's all RNG. If you do 0 to 10, you might get non-Tetris player speed runners. Oh, that's, you have a point there. 0 to 19 is a speedrun category, I think, on speedrun.com. One of the complications is they don't allow submissions that happen on Tetris Gym. So if you do get a record in qualifying, and you don't have the OG cart, then, you don't get on the speedrun leaderboard. Ndog says, watching no-row messes with my head. I'm seeing patterns and expecting a certain move. Then when they drop it somewhere else, it takes your brain a second to realize why. Yeah, I mean, there are times where I'm like, oh, just spin that J in. Just rotate it once, drop it in. Free triple. Yeah, you don't need Gym to qual, but some people only have Gym. Like, they don't have a regular Tetris cartridge. Torzsa 910, Scotto 900, Tetris for Scotto. So this is close, like 10 lines away. Scotto with a small lead and a couple of lines in hand. But I think he's further away from setting up for a Tetris than Torzsa is. And Torzsa is set up for one. And Scotto's setting up right now. And Scotto going to set up for one and get it. 976. He's going to maybe try to set up for one more, and he is. Look at this. Scotto knows the situation, and he's got the dagger in hand, and the Tetris for Scotto, A13. So those last two Tetrises that Scotto set up for are the difference. Holy moly. Scotto knew the assignment and got an A+. Oh my goodness. I mean, talk about knowing the situation and knowing exactly what you got to do. This guy is a gamer for sure. GG, Scotto. Amazing. Torzsa, you did great. Double 29s, nearly double max out. You couldn't ask for anything better. The RNG helps. The RNG helps a little bit. But, you've got to put yourself in a position for the RNG to help you, right? If you mess it up, then nothing can help you. And that's really what it comes down to. So GG, Scotto, you did amazing. Holy mackerel. Scotto will be moving on to the top 8. Torzsa, you did great. GG's to you. So let me go ahead and report the results of this. I mean, clip it and ship it. That's a clip it and ship it moment. 3-1, Scotto. Holy moly. I mean, my God, can you ask for anything more? GG, Torzsa. Hope to see you again. I love Torzsa's whatever background image is, because in the hertz and input display, it makes those eyeballs show up in the hertz and input display. Like, I think it's really funny. Andy's next, probably. We'll see. Well, that's it, Scott. I mean, you play like that, Andy better be worried. Wow. All right. That's Mr. Beast. Is that who it is? Oh, that is Mr. Beast. All right. It is Mr. Beast. It is indeed. All right, so Scooter Bazoo is our first top 8 player in Das Masters. We're running a little bit behind. In Das Masters relative to Masters, but that's all right. We're going to get there. We're going to be fine. What about disappearing pieces Tetris? That is, the pieces disappear upon landing. They do have invisible Tetris where... Yeah, I mean, that essentially is what that is. So there's a path to a speedy completion. That's what I like to hear. Daddy likes to hear that, Zempro. Yeah, somebody should set up their background image so that it shows up hilariously in this scene. You know what I mean? Anyway, Mr. Beast don't know when. Anytime. Anytime. Okay, well, that is going to do it for us. Thank you, everybody who... you don't know if I like me calling myself that? I felt wrong. I was trying it on. It doesn't feel good. Twitch subs, Je suis ici, Dingo, Fianchetti, Chocolate, Junkyard Dave. YouTube membership, Zoltan, Alvin, No One Ever, Armin, Trav, Nasty. Yeah, all those came courtesy of either N-Dog or Colin. Colin gifted a 1 month sub to Mr. Beast 6000. So there you go, Colin. That's you know, I'm sure he's loving it. He's got bears. All right, yeah, that's that. Thanks you patrons, Scott, Great, Genuine, okay, thank you, man, Junior, Troy, Cat, Java, Jason, Sunny, and Nate, and Mr. Brain. Thank you very much. I'm very tired, but thank you all so much. I'll get you all updated on that slide any day now. And prizes are up to $204.99. I want to thank Nate for his contribution to the prize pool for Madelsberger. Actually, Madelsberger and Colin did the contributions and Nate did the incentives. So thank you, Nate and Colin and Madelsberger. And also Canyon Lark misdirected Dono into the no rotation prize pool, but desperately needed. So thank you for that, Canyon. Appreciate it. Yeah, Mr. Beast has bear emotes, right? What are you supposed to do now? Not sure. All right, we're going to see you tomorrow. I should be watching the AFC Championship game, but instead, I will be doing Alex T, Winter, Dog, and Eyeball playing down to a semifinalist. And we're also going to have a Das Masters bracket. This is breaking news. Like pretty much after that, it's going to be Sharky, Peak, and Bendy in Das Masters Green. So we got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches for you tomorrow. So it's a good 5 hours of Tetris for you on the day of the AFC Championship game that my team has not been in for 5 years. Oh yeah. What if the weather doesn't allow it? Canyon Lark, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, guys, there's a real possibility that my internet doesn't work or my power goes out and I can't do those streams during the AFC Championship game. We'll see what happens. All right, no, I will see you tomorrow. But then I won't be able to watch the game either. Oh, too bad. Oh, rip. Yep, you're right. This wouldn't be anyway. Okay, that's going to do it. YouTube, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Black Ops, Psycho, Mr. Brain, Jungle, and Doug. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. And then, Twitchers, where is Daddy going to send you? Yeah, it's just wrong. Why would people call themselves Daddy? Like, Daddy, like, that's so gross. Don't do that. That's wrong. Tetris is doing a thing. I don't know why. What is Tetris doing? Tetris is doing a wonderful job. So I'm going to send you over to Tetris. Charge my phone? Oh, I will charge my phone. Thank you. All right. Good night, Evesy. Hello, goodbye, Evesy. I could watch on my phone. You've made a point there. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Respond quick. What?